Hello, Mr. Wick. I'm glad I'm finally able to bring you back into my shop. I know that you're a man who frequently prefers more traditionally looking weapons, but I think I will manage to find some equipment for you on this lovely night. So, shall we get started? For starters, or as I like to call it, a little entry, we have this beautiful tool right here. The color may not be that discreet, but it will be useful if you want to hide it or camouflage it in your entry at the Continental. I know, they don't allow weapons there, but this is not a traditional weapon. With this thing, you will be protected first of all from insects because it repels insects. And I know the staff at the Continental does a great job at keeping the insects at bay, but you never know when a little spider or a little cockroach will pass by, right? So with this thing, you only need to point at what you want and just splash a little bit. And as you can see, this will also be useful if you want to attack the eyes of your enemy, in case you run out of pepper spray. And as you know, in the battlefield, attacking the eyes of the enemy is a very strong point and will give you lots of advantages. Plus, as you can see, this bottle contains 500 milliliters, so it will last you quite a long time and won't leave you alone or defenseless in the middle of the battlefield. For a stronger starter that can fill your plate, we will have this beautiful tool, and as you can see, this one will be well camouflaged when it comes to black color. And at the same time, this container will allow you to open it and fill it with whatever it is you want. Most of the time, I would recommend filling it with water so you can have some on the way. And also because the water weight on itself will serve you to knock your enemies down like this. Also, if you're looking for something a little less traditional than that, we can go with some fancy first dish. And here, let me introduce you to this beautiful, beautiful tool. The blue color will allow you to get some masculine look, masculine aesthetics, I think. So, with this glamorous tool, you will be able to just simply point at your mouth and sing your heart out. So let's say you want to sing an eye for an eye, you will go like an eye for an eye, a life for a life, I'll see you in hell on the other side. And as you can see, I'm using a very low voice right now because we don't want to really get the full potential of this weapon right now. But depending on your skills and your ability with your vocal cords, you will be able to break glass with this without even having to throw a grenade nor shoot some bullets at the window of your preference. So keep this in mind. It can also fit in a very small pocket if you take into account the beautiful little size of this tool. For a second option for the first plate, we can go on with something more sweet. And here you have this beautiful still unripe banana. And with bananas, you can travel everywhere. You won't have any trouble with metal detectors unless, well, the dogs are trained to smell fruit, which doesn't seem to be the case nowadays. Back in the days, the German shepherds were trained to smell bananas, but now bananas are allowed. And aside from being a healthy snack, we can also wait till the stool reaches its maximum potential, and by the time it's all ripe, you will be able to peel the banana easily, and with the cover you will be able to plant it as a little bomb in disguise because, as you may know, banana peels are very, very dangerous. If your enemy walks by and steps on it, he is good to go. He will simply slip and you will be able to take him down without even having to lay a finger on him. So, how does that sound? I will be taking notes of your preference so I can guide myself with the next following weapons that I'm going to show you. Okay, well, the insect repellent seemed to work fine, right? I know. I think it will serve to be a little more clean when it comes to the continental, right? I mean, like I said, I'm not against the mates there, but I've heard some rumors, so I think it's a good choice. And what about the first dish? Okay, the banana. Yeah, I think you're going for bold colors, if that makes sense. I think we can figure out some more options that have color. Is that something that matters to you, or is it just a coincidence? Okay, well, I thought, excuse me, because I thought the glamour style was something you were looking for. But now I can clearly see and remember that you were a man of traditional preferences when it came to color as well. I mean, judging by your suit, a classic Italian one. How could I not love it? Okay. Oh, if you allow me, when it comes to complementing the suit, we have some very important tools. The next tool for complementing your suit will be this beautiful belt. And I mean, it's 100% leather, so it's not like it will go to waste anytime soon. It's very high quality leather, and that allows it to be well secured. It won't suffer any breakdowns, and you will be good to go. Also, you can check for yourself how hard the buckle is, which means it will be secure and well placed at all times. Plus, this tool, since it's quite a little bit heavy, I mean, you can see it for yourself, right? Yeah, it's quite heavy. So this tool will allow you to simply just spank whatever enemy you find on the way. And also, if you're feeling a little more lethal, you can just wrap the thing around somebody's neck, and trust me, they won't stand a chance. After about 30 or 45 seconds, you're good to go. Trust me, I witnessed it from other customers and it's worked wonders. You just have to unbuckle the belt and it's done. I mean, for your enemy at least. And when we're talking about complementing the suit and traditional looking colors, I think black is always a more safer option. Yeah. So, how about this beautiful shoe? I know, it has a little heel here which makes it a little feminine looking, but this heel is not meant to be walked in. I mean, I don't think you could be comfortable wearing heels, especially if you're in a battlefield where you have to run or do some kind of calisthenic movements. So, with this heel, what I mean is that you can use this little part here to just stab your enemies in the eyes, and it works wonders. I mean, I've seen a lot of ladies do this, especially the ones who are coming from the same school you attend. I mean, they are fascinated with ballet shoes, but when it comes to the eyes, they prefer classic stiletto heels. Although this one is a kitten heel, we can also make a little call and bring some stilettos ones, because as you know, like stilettos are longer and thinner. So it works really well with precision and aiming. You won't have any trouble finding the pupil and you won't have any trouble stabbing it. So if you want it, just let me know, and with a call, I think we will only have to wait about 2 hours and they will be here. Okay, I'll write that down. So, what about dessert? I mean, are you still looking for a black style or do you fancy something more glamorous? Black style? Okay, let me make a note for that too, so I can guide myself and give you the best customer service. So, dessert is black. And judging from the notes I made before, it seems like you indeed have a preference for dark weapons, which of course I'm in love with. I'm a lady of black myself, unless it comes to red lips. I mean, you can go wrong with red lips, right? Great, so let me show you dessert. Since you were talking about the color black, I found this beautiful tool. With this dumbbell, you will be able not only to exercise in your continental room while you're bored, but you will also be able to knock people down. What you have to be careful about this weapon is that it's quite heavy. I mean, it's about 1 kilogram or 2 pounds approximately. So you will need to exercise some type of strength to be able to properly use it. But judging by your form and your shape, I don't think that will be a problem at all. Also, the grip is very nice because, as you can see, even if it gets wet, you will be able to grip it properly and you won't have any trouble with it slipping and accidentally falling on your toes. That's not something we want. So, what do you think about this? And lastly, if you're looking for a second option for dessert, this one is not black. I dare to show you now a choice that is more glamorous or extravagant, as I would like to call it. And here we have this beautiful bag. And even if you can store things inside of it, you will see that the handles are very long, which will give you a full range of motion if you just want to throw the bag around and smack them in the head and confuse them. It will make them dizzy. And by the way, lots of Latina women are using this tool and they are not trained at all, but they seem to have natural abilities with this. So this one has been imported directly from Latin America. Well, if you want, we can always import some from the United States. I mean, we would have to do another call and we can have it at about, I would say 2 hours like the past one, but it could take a little bit longer depending on the shipping and the prices. Okay, let me write down for you. We can get one in black. Yes, I think that could be a better choice. Let me write down. So, for dessert, you wanted the bag over the dumbbells, right? Great. And you wanted the bag in black and importing from America. I mean, North American. Great. Now it won't be too complicated. Like I said before, it will just be a matter of making a simple call. You know me and my shop. When it comes to non-traditional weapons, I can have what I want with a snap of my fingers, so don't worry about that. And what about the length of the handles? Do you want them that long? Okay, just a couple of centimeters shorter? 3, okay, great, 3. Yeah, we could make the adjustments as well. It wouldn't be a problem at all. So, is there anything else I could be useful for? Oh, you have another preference? The pencil? Um, yeah, I mean, it's black, non-traditional, but what could it be useful for? Hmm, I never thought about pencils that way. Are pens useful for that purpose too? I will have to take a look at that. It could be a nice adding to the shop. Um, I mean, the pencil is not up for sale, but I guess you could have it as a souvenir of the house if you want to. I mean, yes, of course, I will leave it right here for you. Um, I will just have to go find myself another pen, right? So, uh, thank you so much for your visit, and I will let you know in a couple of hours if the equipment you need is here. Hope you have a nice day at the Continental, Mr. Wick, and hope you enjoy the lovely night and the lovely dinner you're going to have. Happy hunt!